Hi everyone, and welcome to SIFF Young Artiste, where we nurture the artist in you. My name is Ishan, and I'll be your guide for today's lesson. Today we're learning an old song written in the 1800s, a sea shanty, which sailors used to sing while working on the ships or boats. Let's get right into learning the Wellerman. This song is at a level 2. If you do have any trouble with the concepts or ideas in this lesson, you can check out this video here for a quick refresher to help you on your way. There's two parts to this song, the verse and the chorus or the refrain. These two parts alternate for the entire song. So if you just know these two parts, you essentially know the entire song. Let's get right into it. Let's start learning the verse section, and let's just do the right hand to begin with. So this song uses 3 flats, the E flat, the A flat, and the B flat. So watch out for them as you're playing. The rest of the keys we use are white keys. So let's start on the G with our pinky finger, and that's the first note that goes down, jumps down to a C. So you're going to play the C 3 times after playing the G. That goes into an E flat with your middle finger. So this is your position basically. Right, that's how you start it off. Following that, you change positions. So you put your middle finger on A flat because you're switching positions. Right, so let's do that whole bit again. So we start with G, G, C, 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 E flat, G, G, G. Then you go into A flat with your middle finger. So that's A flat, F, 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 A flat. So how many times am I playing F? I think that's 3 or 4, right? Right, so that's 4 times I'm playing F. A flat, F, 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 A flat, C twice, and then G twice. Right? So let's go from the beginning again, which is there once was a ship that put to sea. Right? So now when you're playing on your keyboard, you don't have to play every single lyric that's sung. You can play a few notes, whereas someone would sing a few more notes. So even though once was a ship is, I think, 4 or 5 C's, you just have to play C thrice. So there once was a ship. So see how I only played C thrice, but I sang once was a ship. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a bully o' tea. Right? So that's C, G, G. I think I messed that up a little bit. So we'll do that again. Right. So A flat, F, 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 A flat, C, C, G, G. So let's do that whole bit again. And that's your first line. Right? So let's shift back to that first position to play the next line, the beginning of that. So we're moving back down from this position to our pinky back on G. So G, C, D, E flat, F, G, 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 which is the wind blew up her bow, dip down. Right? So G, C, D, E flat, F, G, 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 and then you have G, F, E flat twice, D, C. So blow my bully boy blow. Right? So let's try both of those lines together from the beginning. So you start at your original position, which is here with your pinky on G. Shift positions. Shift back down. Stay there. And that's your entire verse section. Now all the verses, they have different lyrics, but they have the same notes every time. So once you learn this, you should be quite sorted with your right hand. Let's look at what the left hand is doing while your right hand is playing this verse. So you're starting here on that first line. So you don't play the first note together, you play the second note together. The left hand plays C and G. Now you can play an E flat as well, but that might sound like too many notes and sort of muddle up the sound. So it might be better to play just C and G, but it's up to you. So see where my left hand is playing this chord. It's starting with the C and then on the first G. And then when I have the change, the left hand also changes chords. So as my right hand shifts position, my left hand shifts position too, to F and C. So this is a bit hard because my left hand is changing position at the end here, but my right hand is not. So let's do that one more time. shift position, shift back. So that next chord, C and G, is with the first C of your right hand. So we'll do that once more. Shift. Now. Right? Then we go to the next line where the right hand shifts again. So it's the same sort of chord again and again, right? Where you have on the C and then again on the G. But then here, when you start the next line, your left hand moves but your right hand doesn't. So it starts with that. And then when you play the E flat, jump with your left hand to play an A flat here. With the D, you play a B flat, and then you play two C's together. This adds a really nice ending sort of flow. It's very melodic. So you get then you change B flat, C. And that's how you finish off the verse. So let's see how the whole verse sounds from start to finish with me playing both the hands together. And that's your verse. So let's get into the chorus now with just the right hand. So you shift back your position from where you were, which is ending on the C, to this position with your thumb on F and your pinky on C now, right? So your pinky starts with C and you're using this A flat, right? So let's just get that one more time. C, C, A flat, B flat, G, G. So soon may the Wellerman come, right? That gives you the first line of the chorus. Then you continue onwards. So here there's a bit of a jump, right? Because you're moving downwards but your hand hasn't changed positions. So let's see how to do that. So the first is, it starts with A flat, F, F, G, A flat, and then with your thumb you play G so that you can pivot on it. If you need help pivoting, there's a few drills that we have for that, so you can check those out as well if you want to. So let's go back to this, which is A flat, F, F, G, A flat, your thumb on G, pivot to play E flat with your middle finger and your thumb on C again. So let's do that first two lines now. So soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. And that's your first line of the verse. Now we run the first line. Let's go into the second line of this chorus, which starts the same way as the first line. So you've got to shift from this position where you just ended back to the position you started the chorus in. That starts the exact same way, and after that you've got to go down step by step. So once again you've got to pivot here. G, F, E flat, D, C. So you have soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Jump back up. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. And that's how you end the chorus. Now again, this chorus repeats throughout, right? It just alternates with the verse. So once you know this, you're more or less sorted. So let's try getting that with both our hands now and see what the left hand is doing. The left hand it's just playing a few chords. It's very important to learn these chords and the progression of these chords so you're comfortable switching, because it will be doing a lot of switching. You start with the A flat. So when you play that first bit, you're playing an A flat major chord, A flat, C and E flat. So that starts with the C. Now when you hit the B flat with your right hand, your left hand jumps to an E flat major chord. So, right, so an E flat major is E flat, G and B flat. So let's do that again. Now when you hit the A flat with your right hand is when you switch to an F minor chord with your left hand. F, A flat, C. And then when you play this G with your thumb to pivot, you go to a C minor chord, C, E flat and G. So let's do that whole thing again. So that progression is very important once you figure it out. A flat, E flat, F minor, C minor. Then you get the second line of the chorus, the third line, which is Here it changes a little bit because now I've got to do that step-by-step downwards movement, right? For this bit, I play with my left hand just F and C with that G. So for that bit, I'm just playing F and C. But when I hit E flat, I do the same thing I did in the verse, which is I jump down to A flat. Then I play B flat with the D, and then C's together. And that finishes off the chorus bit. So let me just do that whole second bit again, which is A flat, E flat, and then you have the F and C with the G, and then A flat with the E flat, B flat with the D, and then C's together. So one last time. And that's how that's going to sound. So make sure you practice this a lot of times because a lot of those jumps with the left hand are quite difficult. You need to be really confident with one hand so that you can look at the keyboard to see where you're jumping with the other hand. The beauty of the left hand playing chords is you don't have to only limit yourself to playing just these sets of chords. You can play different variations of the notes of these chords as well if you want to. So if you're playing the chorus again, you can try and create like a rhythmic sort of variation to help you make it sound more interesting. So for example, if you're playing the same part, so that suddenly sounds way more interesting. Try and experiment, see what you can do, and improvise with your left hand as well. Now let's see how the whole song sounds from start to finish. I'll just play the verse and the chorus one time because they alternate again and again. If you want to play the entire song and sing along, it'll sound really good. Let's see. If this lesson helped you, make sure you like this video, share it with some of your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to catch our latest content early. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one at SIFF Young Artiste, where we nurture the artist in you.